Excellent. Welcome, everybody. Melanie Nelson here, Director of TLS. We're going to be talking about treats and cheats. Here's the truth. Even as TLS coaches and trainers, you know what? We indulge occasionally too. TLS is about a healthy lifestyle you can maintain. It's not about deprivation. It's not about being on a diet. It's not about being miserable. But how do these treats and cheats add up if they're consumed daily? Let's actually break it down, down to the nitty gritty of it, because the truth is Valentine's Day is coming up, and everywhere we look are essentially um, are essentially chocolate indulgences and temptations galore everywhere. And so what are we going to do about this? And one of the things about making smarter choices is education and being aware of what your choices create. So let's talk about it. How much do these little indulgences really affect our weight management goals or add up? And let's look at something as common as the sugary Frappuccino drink. Now, the average sized Frappuccino is about 370 calories. If you had one every day for 1 year, that would be 134,680 calories. And 1 pound of fat has approximately 3,500 calories in it, which means if you had a Frappuccino every single day for a year, that could potentially equate to 38 pounds of weight gain. I mean, holy buckets, right? Here is the truth. Most people are not having a sugary grande frappuccino every day, thank goodness. However, we're not counting the salty, the saucy, the cheesy indulgences. That sometimes we can just kind of sneak something a little bit every day, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, that continue to add up as extra calories. Now, although a pound of fat has about 3,500 calories, it doesn't mean exactly 3,500 calories are consumed to gain a pound. Here's what comes into play, y'all. Your metabolic rate. How fast is your metabolic drive, right? What is going on with your metabolism? If you have a very slow metabolism, then this is going to come into play. If you have a very fast metabolism, if you're metabolically active, if you're exercising every day, if you're active, chances are you're going to burn off enough for not to have that pound gain weight. And there's a lot of factors that go into this. Your age, your metabolic drive, your diet, right? What are you eating outside of these indulgences? Because if you're eating the TLS way and you're eating all of those vegetables that are, all those bubbles on our tracking sheet, get those vegetables in, then you're really burning a lot of those calories just through digestion. There's foods that, take some work to digest, in which case there's the calorie burn just in that alone, which is, fantastic as well. So let's talk about from a more standpoint of like what we occasionally indulge in, because isn't it true that it is far more easier to eat the calories than to burn them off? Now, I want to preface this as well. I want to say that TLS is not a calorie counting program. And the reason we are not a calorie counting program is because you could have a very small muffin and a very large banana, and they could have a very similar calorie content. However, the nutrition, the how it feeds the body, does it give the body energy, or does it take away energy? Does it give nutrition and vitamins and minerals, or does it have none, in which we call it empty calories? And so a muffin would be very high glycemic. It's going to spike the blood sugar level. It's going to put us in fat storage mode. Whereas a banana won't do that. It's less likely to do that. And so calories are not created equal. That's why we don't count calories, you guys. And so although this example is utilizing calories, it's really more to do with the fact that we want to encourage a healthy eating lifestyle, one where you can have an indulgence here and there. If you're on your way to your goals and you're highly committed, then you really want to limit that, those types of indulgences. If you're in maintenance mode, I mean, it just really depends on your goals now, doesn't it? So again, indulgences such as a cup of ice cream, and I'm talking Ben and Jerry's cookie dough ice cream. That's my personal favorite. And so 1 cup is 540 calories. Whoever eats a cup of ice cream, oh Malanta, right? I mean, or usually we got a bowl full, right? And it's probably 2 or 3 cups. So that is a day's worth of calories right there, 540 times 3. So that will affect your goals, promise you. Cheese, crackers, pickles. How many of you love that snack or sometimes even have it as a meal? Cheese, crackers, and pickles? Come on, my northern people definitely, for sure. Now, let's talk about 2 slices of cheese, 8 Triscuits, and a half a cup of bread and butter pickles. 410 calories. Not a lot of nutrition, not a lot of value there as far as what we're putting in. And then whoever eats 2 slices of cheese and 8 Triscuits, right? Yeah, right. So talking about a McDonald's Happy Meal, 475 calories. Apple cinnamon muffin from Starbucks, 480 calories. Or I mean Caribou, I think Caribou has those. Reese's peanut butter cups, 261. Since we're coming up on Valentine's Day, they have some cool versions coming out. Oh no, Easter ones. They have Easter ones coming out. I saw them at Walmart. And 1 rum and Coke, 130 calories, 0 nutritional value. Plus, alcohol bypasses the digestive process, goes right to the liver, creates glycogen, stores as fat. That little extra belly fat that's going on, that's where that goes. So alcohol is one of the worst indulgences as far as our weight management goals and maintaining our healthy weight. Just the facts, people. No judgment, just facts over here. All right, so let's talk about this. Calorie counting. We are not, but again, for demonstration purposes, wanting to show how these little indulgences, if happening daily, are going to impact your goals and also cause weight gain. We see on the media, we see on TV and in the movies, this misconception. They're lying to us, right? You watch Sex and anybody watch Sex and the City? I don't think I've ever watched a whole episode, but it was a really popular TV show at the time. And it had, 4, 5, 6 women, and they were all drinking alcohol at lunch and dinners and having these decadent, dinners and lunches. And they were all just, skinny. That doesn't happen in real life. You can't live like Sex in the City and look like those women. I can promise you that was not their lifestyle in order to look like that. And it's true, thank goodness, that fit and strong is the new sexy. And I love that because that's much healthier idea of beauty than in the 90s with our, nothing against these women, Kate Moss, Paris Hilton, right? Where it's just like any woman who had any curves whatsoever was feeling bad about themselves. So I love the fact that when you guys agree that fit and strong are the new sexy, hooray for the 21st century. And I love our TLS community because we're not about deprivation. Let me get to the point here. This is why our community has fallen in love with our TLS nutrition shakes, chocolate and vanilla, because you can shake and bake with them. You can make shakes that taste like you're having a better than a Wendy's malt. You can make muffins, you can make yogurt bark, you can make cookies. You can make all kinds of things with these shakes and feel like you're having those treats, taste like it's like you're having those treats, but they're guilt free. They're full of protein and fiber at every meal makes losing weight or burning fat no big deal. And so that's why people have fallen in love with our shaking and baking recipe book, free to download on tlsslim.com under resources, under recipes. Look for the TLS shaking and baking, and you can learn how to use this incredible shake to have those things that you want to have that are impacting your weight loss goals, and have them and be guilt free on those, because you guys, this is about enjoying life and finding new favorites and finding new ways to replace those habits that have been hurting your goals, that have been maybe impacting your weight or impacting your health. And that's what it's all about at TLS. We understand that food cravings and food addictions are real. The reason we understand that is because most of us here on the TLS team have experienced them personally. And so it is possible to get over that. It is possible to gain control over food rather than having food control you, in the sense of you can have one and stop. You don't have to eat the whole box of chocolates. You don't need to have to eat the whole bag of chips or cookies. And that's an empowering place to be. But until you get there, stick with your TLS program and meal plan. Stick with the TLS shaking and baking treats so that you can meet your goals, be in control of food, and actually enjoy life, creating that vitality and longevity we all want to have in those golden years. You guys, thanks for watching on this Fired Up Friday. You all rock. Have an incredible weekend. We will see you soon. Suzanne on Monday with Mindful Monday. And then, of course, we're coming back on Wednesday night. See you there.